Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Lycan here, back with another Marvel Rival video. This one's going to be a tier list for the end of season 1.5 because the end of the season is right around the corner, and where the meta sits and where every character ranks going into the next season. I'm going to do this based off of, well, I'm going to start first off, as you see, it's 5 categories. There's only one character that I pretty much feel as though is like the worst character in the game and isn't viable, but every other character is usable and you can somewhat make work. I'm also going to do that, letting you know that this is from a Grandmaster's perspective. At the time of recording, I believe I'm Grandmaster 3 or 2, and so pretty much that's my perspective of playing in ranked. I am also going to be doing this pretty much in groups. I'll do the Vanguard first, then the Strategist, then the DPS, and let's just jump right into the video. Starting off, everybody knows who the trash character is. It's Black Widow. Black Widow is god awful. Like, everything she can do, Hawkeye can do. But Hawkeye isn't trash. Hawkeye can one-shot headshot. She can't one-shot headshot. And that's literally what holds her back. I don't know. Like, I am of the opinion that they need to make it so that she has the Widowmaker approach, where the longer she's zoomed in, the more charge she can build, and then she can one-shot headshot, and that might be able to balance her out. But other than that, I can't really think of another way to make her balance, because in my opinion, she is just bad. Because the fact that you cannot one-shot headshot, it makes it like, why would I ever play Widow over Hawkeye? I wouldn't. Like, if you got Black Widow Lord, I salute you. Because that grind, I'm not doing it. I refuse to do it. Excuse me. I refuse to do that grind. Nope, won't happen. Next up, yeah, like I said, we'll do Vanguards first. Captain America's B rank. Captain America is B rank because Captain America, everything Captain America does, Venom can do. But Captain America does it worse. And his entire toolkit is all about blocking and shielding and the mobility, and he's a dive comp, and you're going to see where I put the later dive characters, but spoilers, they're not that high rank. They're not S rank. And it's literally because dive comp isn't viable right now in the game. You can make it work if your team is coordinated and y'all are all playing together. You can make it work. But in my opinion, right now, the dive meta is not good. And he's pretty much the team captain of dive. And yeah, he's just not that good. Thing is A rank. Thing is A rank because everything Thing can do, the fact that he's immune to crowd control essentially, and his charge up punch and his normal primary fire, he does good damage. He has a good ult. And because he has slightly more health than the other tanks, and he has a move that allows him to get in and out of combat, Thing is a very good tank. He's not the worst tank. He's not Captain America, but he's not he's not Strange, for example. Like, so that's why I have Thing in A rank. Since I brought up Strange, Strange is S rank. Strange, in my opinion, is the best tank in the game, and it's not close. Everything every other tank can do, Strange can do, and he does it better. Damage, if you want damage like Thor, guess what? He has the dark magic and the curses plus his primary fire plus melee. He does good damage. He can portal. He can shield like Magneto. He can float. He has his mobility option. Everything these other tanks can do, Doctor Strange can do, and he does it better. So why would I ever play them? The only reason you're going to play the other ones are if he gets banned. Now, if he gets banned, it's different. You got to pivot. My boy Venom. I love Venom. But damn it, Venom is so ass. And I say he's ass, but you're like liking he's ass, but you got him A rank because the idea of Venom and then the practicality of Venom are two different things. Venom is good. He can crit, unlike the other tanks. He has a web swing like Spider-Man, so he can get in and out of combat. And then he has that cellular corrosion move that is his worst move because it doesn't stun. It only slows the opponent, and pretty much everybody has a mobility option, so they get away from it. But his best move is the move that pretty much the lower his health is, he ends up restoring it and getting a shield. So that's why I have him in A rank, because of the movement option and because of the fact that he can use the cellular corrosion, and his ult automatically does 50% of your health is what makes him good. If Captain America had Venom's toolkit, Cap would be in A. But because Cap doesn't have Venom's toolkit, he's in B. Next up, Thor. Thor is also A. Thor is not your traditional tank. He's burst damage. His whole kit is, I'm going to burst you down, and you better have a healer pocketing you. If you don't, you're gonna die. Like, everything revolves around for him is damage, and it's cool. Every game has that, but that's really it for Thor. It's like his ult slow. Hopefully they buff that, but outside of that, Thor's a really good character. Hulk is S rank. There's a reason why this character is often banned and ranked. And when you get the Diamond or Grandmaster, Celestial, wherever, you'll see, if you watch other people's gameplay, Banner is quite literally one of the 5 bans that I always hear. Everybody says, oh, ban Wolverine, ban Bruce, ban Storm, ban Spidey. Like, he's really good. And that's because, once again, like Cap, he has that mobility option. He can dive in and out, but he does good damage. Plus, his ult's really good. Once again, it's a reason why Cap's down here. You're starting to notice everything Captain America can do. If you look at all the other Vanguards, they do it and do it better. But that's Bruce. Bruce isn't, like I said, he's not as good as Strange to me, but he's still a good character. Magneto is, he has the shield like Strange. He has his own personal shield. He can put up his bubble around him, which is good. He does decent damage. I wouldn't say he's S rank. I would say he's A rank, honestly. Like, I was thinking about that in a moment. I was going to put him S, but like, he's like A plus. Like, he's good, but he's not S rank. Like, he's not these two. Groot. In my opinion, Groot is S rank. Now, this one might be controversial, but Groot can put up walls. Groot's ult is a crowd control that pulls everybody together, so it's good for comboing with other people's ults or just comboing in general when you have everybody focus fire. Groot also has his passive where he makes the walls attack you. And he has a little seed bomb that does good damage. So, Groot's good. He kind of, you could argue that Groot is A rank. I think Groot's S. Let me know down below what you think. I'm sorry, but Penny goes down in B rank. The reason Penny's a B rank character is simple. She's amazing on defense. She's god awful on offense. Everybody knows that you have to, all the Penny players will tell you, you gotta hold a corner. Why do you gotta hold a corner? Because that bionic nest, if you have that up, the healing over time, plus the healing you get from your supports, amazing. She feels unkillable. Like, she's quite annoying. But if you don't get a corner, if they target your nest, and you quite literally feel like she doesn't feel like a proper tank anymore. Because she doesn't have a shield or anything. She has mines, which, yeah, you can do cool clips and shoot the mines over the walls and whatnot. But outside of that, it's not like she's, like I said, she's really good on defense, but that's it for Penny in my opinion. And I like playing her. That's the funny part. Next up is, let's go strategist, since the strategists, there are more DPS than strategists. Another controversial pick, my boy Rocket. My boy Rocket is a good character. If you're doing, let me be clear on this. If you are doing damage with Rocket, you are playing Rocket wrong. Rocket's sole purpose is to heal, bring people back with his res, his little be right back, drop the res token beacon thing, and pretty much give infinite ammo and increase fire rate for Winter Soldier and Punisher. And he has his mobility option, so if he gets dived, he can get in and out very quickly. Rocket is really good. The problem is everybody sees the other strategist and compares him to them, and they think, oh, we need a defensive alt. We need a defensive alt. No, you don't always need a defensive alt. You can go offensive. It's okay to not have a defensive alt. You just got to play better. Like the fact that he can give Punisher unlimited ammo and then literally it just becomes like, oh, okay, do you know how to aim? If you can aim, bam, great. Same thing for Winter Soldier, increasing his fire rate, like, it's great. So the fact that everybody, and his ult gives a 40% damage buff. I don't know why people hate him. I genuinely don't. But yes, like, also with Rocket, I need to let people know, it does not work on the turret. So his ammo intervention, where he pretty much gives Winter Soldier and Punisher unlimited ammo, or Winter Soldier increased fire rate, that does not work on Punisher's turret. Too often I find Rockets dropping the infinite ammo on the turret. It does not work on his turret. It does not work on his alt. It only works on his shotgun and his auto rifle. That's it. Next up, I was going to do Mantis, but we're going to skip Cloak and Dagger. Obviously, everybody knows Cloak and Dagger's S rank. Cloak and Dagger's S rank simply because she can lay down a damage over time field that also heals you. So it does damage to the enemies and it heals your allies. And she has 4 dashes of it. So you can cover a large distance with her ult. And it's crazy busted. She is the best healer in the game, and it's not close. And I think she's one of the best characters in the game. It's just people don't like her because she heals so crazy, and they feel like a lot of people like try to treat her like Moira, and it's like, I don't really get the Moira vibe or comparison, but okay. Mantis is A rank. I was gonna say S rank, but Mantis pretty much is a buffer. She buffs the party. She can increase the damage. It's all good. Her ult gives healing over time and can boost your shield, so that makes that good. But I don't really like, she doesn't do any, like, the only thing that I feel as though is like unique about her is the fact that she can put people to sleep. So if you're getting died by, like, say, an Iron Fist, for example, you can just put them to sleep and then, hey, ping him like, hey, team, I got died by an Iron Fist, but he sleep. Jump him, kill him right quick. So I could see her being S rank, but no, I think she's A rank. Luna. So Luna can freeze people. Her ult has a pretty much her doing her little K-pop dance. AoE field. It also, you can swap over to, so that way it increases your damage. She does good damage herself. Yeah, she's S rank. My boy Jeff. I'm gonna skip Loki for a second. My boy Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff. Jeff is like C or D, honestly. His ultimate is god awful once you climb up in the higher ranks. Bronze rank, it's hilarious. Silver rank, it's still usable. Even gold, maybe even platinum, it's still usable. It legitimately felt like once I hit diamond, his ultimate became like the work. Like, it became what I didn't even want to waste my time using it, because there's so much movement tech in the game that it's like, why would everybody just dodges Jeff's ult? And then for whatever reason, people don't want to run into the bubbles. I'll drop bubbles down and nobody ever wants to walk into the bubbles. It's like, dog, what are you doing? They're meant there to heal you. Stop running away from the bubbles. Adam, same thing. Adam is D rank. Yes, his ultimate being able to revive people, amazing. But that's it. Like the soul bond and the amount of healing he can do, he's more of a damage healer. He's like a tertiary healer. Like, he's not meant to be your primary healer or maybe even your secondary. He's meant to be that third healer. Like, if you're gonna run triple support, you would run him as your third healer. And yeah, pretty much everything else is like he is a good kit, but does decent damage. Nah, he's D rank. Loki's S rank purely because he can copy people. The clone, like the clone tech, I don't like his healing kit. The only thing that is carrying Loki to be S rank is the fact that he can copy people with his ult, and his ult charge builds very quickly. If it wasn't for that, Loki might be C or B with his kit. The fact that he can sit back, copy a Luna ult, so now you got double Luna ult, copy a Cloak ult, now you got double Cloak ult. Oh wait, I don't need a defensive ult. Copy Storm ult, copy a Punisher ult, copy Winter Soldier or Psylocke ult. Like, the fact that he can copy any ult in the game automatically makes him ST in my opinion. Like, it's an auto. Sue, or I keep saying Sue, Invisible Woman is A rank. The reason she's A rank is because while Loki's ult carries him to be S rank, her ultimate isn't that good to me. Because one, it disappears when you die compared to other ults. And two, I'm not very fond of the fact of her healing kit. It feels like she doesn't heal enough to me. Like, she feels like she's in the same boat as Mantis, where it's like she's meant to be a damage healer and it just holds her back. If she, everything about her kit is damage based and not heal based compared to the others. And that's what makes her A rank in my opinion. And you can say, oh, well, what about Rocket? But I guess you could say that's personal bias. But I feel as though Rocket's a little bit better than Mantis and Sue, in my opinion. Once again, comment down below. I could be wrong. I'm open to being wrong. Let's get into these DPSs, because this is where people are damn sure going to disagree with me, because everybody loves to be DPS. Punisher's A rank. Punisher's A rank because, simply put, the turret's amazing, even though I don't like the fact that his projectile speed is slow. So, like, it feels like when you're directly on target, like, the bullets will go past the, like, you'll be dead on target and it'll just go past them. I'm not fond of that, but everything else about his kit, and the, oh, I almost lied, and the smoke grenade is useless. Who the hell uses the smoke grenade outside of some movement tech options? That's about it. Other than that, boo. Like, those are the only two things. His ult, you know, when you hear Judge, Jury, Executioner, everybody runs. Like, his ult, amazing. The grappling hook, being able to grapple to different places, amazing. His shotgun and auto rifle are cool. He does good damage. He has good health. Everything about Punisher to me is good. His counterpart, because he goes with him as well, Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier, everybody's seen the clips of again, when you go again times 20. If you can chain his ultimate together, but his overall kit is probably gonna knock him. No, because you can grapple Scarlet and knock, but so the again ult is good, and like Loki's ult, like his ult can carry. You can grapple and hook and pull people like Scarlet Witch out of her ult to cancel it. He gets a shield from the punch. Yeah, no, I'm putting him S. I was thinking about putting him A. Winter Soldier's S rank. This is where it's gonna come in. Black Panther is C rank to me. Black Panther is easily countered by Namor and Scarlet. Like I said, I am of the opinion that the dive meta is not good right now. All the dive characters I don't think are that good right now. His overall kit's okay. You have to get used to being able to chain link it to be able to even do somewhat decent with him. But even then, because of the other characters in the game, it just feels like Black Panther, like they didn't want to make him but so deadly. Since I'm talking about the dive meta, I might as well keep it going. Everybody's favorite Spider-Man. Spider-Man, same thing. Spider-Man, we're not talking about Necros. He's a good player. Is it the character or is it the player? He's a good player. Spider-Man overall, in my opinion, isn't good. You have to do too much work for one kill. You always see the clips of, a bunch of Spider-Man players, they'll web shoot them, pull them towards you, uppercut, and then slam, and then they just go into their alt to kill somebody else. They do all that work for one kill and then pop alt to kill whoever else is around them. Like, stop. Like, it's too much work without enough reward to me. Where's the other dive? Magik, same thing. Same thing as Black Panther. Magik and Black Panther, in my opinion, it's like, yeah, if you build a dive team, it works, but it's also easily counterable. Darkchild, her ult is amazing. That you could argue that she could probably be in B rank because of her ult, but outside of her ult, everything else in her toolkit to me is just god awful. Like it just god awful. And yeah, so I'm not gonna put her in there because solely her ult. Who's with Iron Fist? I enjoyed playing Iron Fist a lot, and actually, because of the buff from I think it was the season 1.5 update. Because of that buff, when they changed it to make it so he scales like Wolverine off of health, I feel like that change made him worse. He was a much better character before that nerf. Once they made that one little change, it killed the character. Like, he is not as good as I know people talk about the B-hop, but B-hopping wasn't, that movement tech wasn't that big of a deal to me. What killed him was it feels like now he does decent damage against tanks, and his damage is even worse against squishies. So the DPSs and the strategists. And he was fine as is. If you wanted to get rid of the B-hop tech, just get rid of that. You didn't have to make him like Wolverine. Leave Wolverine as the tank buster. It was fine. Anymore? Oh, yeah. The other dive character. Now, I'm gonna personally put Psylocke in B. B to A. And the reason I'm doing that compared to the other dive characters, Black Panther, Spidey, Black Panther, Spidey, Magik, because she's in the same tier with Iron Fist, is because Psylocke has a shotgun for primary fire up close. She has a dash-based move that can get her in and out of combat easily. But what makes her better to me than the others is the fact that she can go invisible. She can go invisible and easily, if it's like a fucked up situation, she can just get out of it by going invisible. And her passive allows her to reset her abilities. And the others don't have that. So she's literally, as long as you're hitting your primary fire, which your DPS, I would hope you're hitting your primary fire, which, let me be clear, I also sometimes miss my primary fire. So let's be clear on that. And she has a shuriken that gives shield. So she's much better to me than the other dive characters. She's able to get into the back line, disrupt the healers, kill some of the DPS like a Hawkeye or anybody that wants to be in a Moon Knight that wants to be in the back line, Squirrel Girl, and then easily get out with no consequence. The others, once they're in, they're in. The only one that's not like that is Spidey. And once again, he's here because he does, it takes too much work to get one kill. But that's, yeah, Psylocke. I like her. Hawkeye can be trash. Hawkeye can be S tier. Hawkeye's problem is, like Widow, like I said, if you can hit your shot with the charged up shot, he's amazing. He's S rank. Like, he is amazing being able to one-shot people. But if you can't hit your shots, you're somebody with bad aim, the rest of his kit is literally useless. Being able to reflect stuff, it can't, okay, yeah, cool, I can reflect bullets. Whoa. So what? Who cares? The explosive arrows, who cares? Nobody uses that. It's literally his ult and his primary fire being able to carry him because the fact that it can one shot. So for me, I'm gonna put him B rank simply because, like I said, it's high risk, high reward. What is your aim? Is your aim good? If your aim's good, he's S rank. If you suck at first person shooters, you're just a god awful in the aim department, he's ass. Put him in trash. For me, I'm good with my aim, but even then sometimes I'll miss. So, and that's honestly I think because of like the angle and how, yeah, like it throws me off even still now when I'm playing like a Punisher or a Winter Soldier or even a Star-Lord. Like the aiming thing throws me off even still to this day. So if I'm honest, it's probably like my Hawkeye's probably like a B. Like he's a mid-tier character for me. Like I said, this one really does depend on how good is your aim. Hela's S rank. I think Hela is the most underrated character in the game. Nobody plays her. Well, she's second most underrated. It's one more ahead of her. But nobody plays her. She has an amazing kit. She can stun. She has a mobility option. She does good damage. And her ult's good. Everything about Hela is great. The only thing really bad about Hela is her team up. Nobody likes to play Thor, and Loki is somewhat picked in rank. But nobody likes to play Thor. But I think Hela is really good. Like I said, she's second most underrated. She's a really good character. If you could pick her and it's not, and it doesn't feel like you're trying to troll a team. Wolverine is A rank. Wolverine is the character that if you know how to play Wolverine, he's good. He's a tank buster. He breaks the team down. Not many people can deal with him because a lot of people see Wolverine and just ignore him. Like, oh, he's going after the tank, so I ain't got to worry about him. And instead of helping your tanks, they just leave him to die. So, like, he's a tank buster. He's what Iron Fist should be. And that's why Iron Fist is in B, and he's in A. Like, Moon Knight. Moon Knight is S rank. Nah. Moon Knight, This tier list for season 1.5, Moon Knight is S rank. The reason Moon Knight is S rank is because he counters the triple support meta. Being able to sit up there and just, the moment your primary fire hits something, it changes automatically to the next target. And the fact that the Ankh and then his ultimate, like the Ankh being able to pull things in, and you can also chain off of that. And then his ult and the damage that his ult does is what Moon Knight, and he has a lot of mobility options. Yeah, I talked myself into that. He's S rank. He's really good. Namor's another S rank. In my opinion, Namor literally counters. Namor is the reason why the dive meta is so bad. He's the reason why Cap is in B rank and Black Panther, Magik, and Spidey are in C. Like, the dive meta is the way it is because of him. Especially if you have a Luna. Him being able to drop 2 turrets plus if you have the Luna team up, that other turret that slows and it's an auto track, boy, Namor is good. His ult is good. The only thing I don't like is his movement options aren't the best. And if you get into a situation where the Spider-Man jumps you before you set up your turrets, you're fucked. But if you're like playing defense, I think Namor is one of the, he's top 10 in terms of characters in the game. He's top 10 definitely. Mr. Fantastic, he's C, honestly. Nobody plays Mr. Fantastic. I've seen maybe 2 Mr. Fantastics on my grind up the rank, up the Grandmaster. Like maybe 2. I honestly feel like it's because his kit, he doesn't do anything good. He's okay at everything. He can give he's like a pseudo tank. He's a damage that can be a tank. Because when he balloons up into his balloon mode, yeah, that's cool and cute. Yeah, he gets a bunch of extra health. Yeah, he does decent damage. Yeah, his ult's him bouncing around slamming. No diddy, but yeah, like it's just okay. Squirrel Girl is A rank because her ult is really annoying. It auto tracks the people even if you're around the damn corner. Uh she can reset her cooldown ability. She can reset the cooldown on her abilities. She has a not a yeah, no, it's a stun. Like she locks you in place and stuns you, and she has that little bounce and the splash damage pretty much with unlimited like with her ammo economy. Yeah, Squirrel Girl's A rank. I'm gonna save my favorite girl for last. Star Lord is now this is where it gets ugly because Star Lord, his primary fire is like Punisher. It's decent. It has decent damage, fall off. He has a mobility based option. His ult is an auto lock aimbot. He can dodge, flip to reload. Yeah, I want to say A rank. Honestly, I'm thinking B to A, like a B plus, because he's good, but the reason you don't see him played, I feel as though, is because nobody plays Adam or Mantis. Well, more so Adam, because like it gives him the cocoon revive. And it's like why a lot of people are trying. The meta in season 1.5 is just play the team up for the extra bonuses. So everybody's trying to play team up, and with the team up, you need Mantis and Adam, and nobody plays Adam, so he doesn't get picked as much. So, but he's a good character overall. He's usable. The flying characters, we got let me go to my favorite girl. I think Scarlet Witch is S rank. Now, in reality, everybody else is probably going to say she's probably A or B, but I think Scarlet Witch is S rank because what's the difference between Scarlet Witch and HELA? Please tell me. Like, their kits are pretty much identical. They both have a stun move. They both deal decent damage, even though and Scarlet's primary fire is easier to use than HELA's because it auto tracks. She has a I believe it's L2 on console. I don't know what the button configuration is on PC, but the chaos energy she shoots out, she gets 4 or 5 charges of those. That does good burst damage, so you can combine that with your primary fire and easily burst an opponent down. Her ult's a guaranteed one shot. The problem is, and what, like, in my opinion, I could probably knock her for that, is the fact that her ult isn't as good as HELA's. Her ult is easily dodgeable. I've gotten snatched out the air by Wolverine. I've gotten yanked by Winter Soldier. I've gotten the invulnerability by Cloak and Dagger. Like, it's a lot of ways to dodge Scarlet's ult. And because of that, yeah, I'm going to knock her. Even though I enjoy playing her, I love playing her. I'm about to make a how to play her guide on her. I got to knock her because of that. All right. We got Iron Man. B rank. Iron Man's good. Good character. Everything Iron Man can do, amazing. Everything these last 3 characters can do is amazing. But what holds Iron Man back is like everybody else. He's a flying character. And in low rank, when you're in bronze, silver, gold, yeah, Iron Man, Human Torch, Storm probably feel busted. But in the upper ranks, people have a brain cell. They know to look up. So when they look up with Punisher, Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, Star-Lord, pretty much anybody that has some type of damage, like HELA, like anybody that can deal damage in the air, yeah, no, you're screwed as Iron Man. And his kit's good, but it holds him back, the fact that your team you have to have a certain play style. Because I got worked by Iron Man in a Grandmaster match, and I got worked by a Human Torch in a Grandmaster match. But it was literally the play style of their team perfectly protected them. And when you're doing something like that at that rate, yeah, of course, if you play perfectly and your team is protecting you, yeah, it works. but you have to do that. That's the problem. Human Torch, since I brought him up, same thing. Human Torch is better than Iron Man in my opinion, so I guess you could put him A, because literally the fact that he can set the flames on the ground, and when you set the flames on the ground, and the fact that like the little burst shotgun, it does good damage and it chips away at you, and if you're not paying attention, you will sit up there and next thing you know, your health is low and you're easy cleanup for everybody else that's on the ground. So, and his ult makes those fire tornadoes that do a lot of damage for some reason. But yeah, he's good. Human Torch is a good character. And my girl, the baddie, Storm. Storm is A rank as well. She's not. The only reason Storm is going to be A rank is because everything. I think Iron Man's a better character than Storm. But this is a season 1.5 tier list. And because this is 1.5, she has that team up with the Human Torch that it makes her very good now. And because of the nerf, but she also got nerfed. She did take the nerf. She doesn't do as much damage anymore. The movement speed, but her ult is still really good. Yeah, I'm gonna put. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna put her with Iron Man because Iron Man is a better character than her. But yeah, Iron Man's a better character than her. So, but yeah, that's the tier list. This is season 1.5. I hope you all enjoyed the video.